Wonders of nature. The world holds places that feel shaped not by time alone, but by breath, wind, water, and the patient hands of the planet itself. Places where the land rises into impossible forms, where water moves with ancient power, and where light reveals colors no painter could invent. This is a quiet journey through some of Earth's most remarkable wonders. A gentle exploration across continents, where every step carries a whisper of how extraordinary the natural world can be. The Grand Canyon, the Earth's slow story in stone. The land opens in a vast, breathtaking descent. Layer upon layer of ancient rock sinks into an immense canyon, carved by the quiet persistence of the Colorado River. Colors sweep across the stone: rust red, deep orange, soft violet, each one a chapter in a story hundreds of millions of years long. Light shifts across cliffs and ridges in slow waves, revealing shapes carved by wind, water, and time's patient hand. The canyon breathes stillness, a silence so deep that even a single gust of wind feels like a voice echoing across ages. Mount Fuji, a perfect peak above the clouds. A solitary mountain rises, near symmetrical, serene, its slopes draped in snow for much of the year. Mount Fuji appears like a dream lifted above the horizon, precise lines, gentle curves, and a summit often wrapped in delicate clouds. At dawn, its peak glows soft pink with the light of the rising sun. Cherry blossoms gather at its base in quiet celebration of the season's arrival. This mountain is both landmark and symbol, a calm, towering wonder rising with quiet dignity over the land below. The Great Barrier Reef, a world beneath the waves. Below the surface of warm blue water lies a living mosaic. The Great Barrier Reef stretches for thousands of kilometers, a tapestry of coral gardens, shimmering fish, and gentle sea currents moving like slow pulses of light. Colors shift like breathing jewels: turquoise, violet, gold, patterns formed by millions of tiny lives building, growing, and shaping this underwater world. Turtles glide between coral towers, rays sweep smoothly across the sand, and clouds of bright fish move as one shimmering body. It is a world that feels both fragile and endlessly alive. Antelope Canyon, light, carved into stone. Deep within the desert lies a canyon of flowing shapes, its walls curved like ribbons sculpted by water over countless floods. Antelope Canyon glows with light that enters from narrow openings above, soft beams that turn sandstone walls into waves of amber, rose, and gold. Every step reveals a new curve, a new twist in the stone, a new cathedral of color formed entirely by nature. The canyon is narrow, quiet, and filled with light that feels almost sacred. Plitvice Lakes, cascades of living blue. Water flows gently from lake to lake through a landscape woven with moss-covered rocks and lush forest. Plitvice Lakes form a chain of turquoise pools linked by delicate waterfalls that sparkle in the light. The water is so clear that trunks, stones, and drifting leaves appear suspended in brightness. Paths wind through the forest, over wooden bridges where every turn reveals a new ribbon of falling water, soft and crystalline. This place feels like a dream made of movement, a landscape shaped by the continuous whisper of flowing water. Iceland, fire and ice in a single breath. Across Iceland's volcanic land, contrasts carve the scenery. Glaciers glisten in blue and white, while steaming geysers rise from the dark earth below. Waterfalls plunge from high cliffs, sending mist into the cold air like drifting spirits of water. The land feels ancient, untamed, and yet deeply peaceful. Black sand beaches, glowing lava fields, and quiet fjords show how the planet builds and rebuilds itself with slow, powerful artistry. Ha Long Bay, towers rising from still water. In the quiet Gulf of Tonkin, stone giants rise from calm green waters. Ha Long Bay stretches across the horizon with thousands of limestone pillars, each shaped by rain, wind, and the long patience of the sea. Soft mist drifts between the formations, turning peaks into floating shapes that come and go with every breath of air. Fisher boats glide across the surface, their reflections stretching like long brushstrokes over the glassy water. Caves wind through the interior of each island, their chambers echoing with ancient water drip. Sunlight entering through narrow openings creates glowing blue pools that shimmer in hidden caverns. The bay feels otherworldly, a quiet realm sculpted by the tides, held in the soft cradle of sea and sky. Victoria Falls, the smoke that thunders. Along the course of the Zambezi River, the land suddenly opens into a vast curtain of falling water. Victoria Falls stretches wide, a single great drop where millions of liters plunge downward in a continuous, thunderous descent. Mist rises from the gorge like enormous, drifting clouds. Sunlight catches the droplets and forms rainbows that arc across the chasm in brilliant colors. Walkways trace the edge of this natural wonder, each step revealing a new angle, a new surge of water, a new roar of sound that vibrates through stone and air. This waterfall does not simply fall, it breathes, it creates weather, shaping wind and rain in the world around it, a place where the river shows its full, powerful voice. Banff and Lake Louise, mountains, reflected in still water. Deep in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, emerald lakes rest beneath towering peaks. Lake Louise glows with a color so vivid, it feels like a jewel placed gently in a cradle of stone. Mountains rise sharply around it, their snow-capped summits reflected perfectly on the lake's smooth surface. The water is fed by glaciers, cold, pure, and filled with minerals that create its iconic turquoise glow. Forests of fir and pine line the valley, their rich green softened by morning mist. Trails wind through quiet woods that open into meadows where deer graze in the soft mountain light. This landscape feels untouched, carved with care by ice and time. Patagonia, the edge of the world. At the southern end of South America, where the Andes turn wild, Patagonia unfolds with fierce, breathtaking beauty. Ice fields stretch to the horizon. Granite towers rise sharply into pale skies. Lakes glow in shades of silver, jade, and ice blue. The wind moves constantly, sculpting clouds into long streaks that race across the peaks. Guanacos step lightly across the open grasslands, and the cry of an Andean condor echoes across rock and snow. Glaciers such as Perito Moreno creak and thunder as ancient ice shifts forward, sending giant blue slabs into the cold waters below. This is a land shaped by immense natural forces, raw, powerful, yet filled with moments of quiet, startling calm. Sahara Dunes, waves of golden sand. The Sahara stretches farther than the eye can imagine, a sea of dunes shaped by centuries of wind. In the early light, sand glows with soft gold. At midday, it burns bright as fire, and in the evening, it fades into rose and lilac as shadows stretch across the undulating waves. Here, silence becomes a vast companion. Wind traces patterns along each crest, sculpting curves so smooth they seem drawn by the hand of the sky itself. Occasional oases offer pockets of green, palm trees rising beside mirror-like pools where desert birds dip their wings. In the cool night, the sky blooms with thousands of stars bright enough to cast faint shadows on the silent sand. A wonder shaped not by water, but by wind and infinite space. Zhangjiajie, pillars of stone in the clouds. Pillars of sandstone rise from lush forest valleys, their tops crowned with greenery that clings to stone in defiance of gravity. Zhangjiajie's landscape is a realm of vertical mountains, slender spires that stretch upward like ancient guardians. Mist drifts between them in slow, graceful waves, turning each tower into an island floating in the air. Elevated walkways wander along cliffs, offering views of countless peaks, emerging from the clouds like scenes from a dream. This is a world where stone and sky meet in quiet mystery. Milford Sound, water, mountains, and mist. At the edge of Fiordland lies a place where rain becomes the artist of the landscape. Milford Sound is carved by glaciers, its cliffs rising straight from deep water into the misty air. Waterfalls plunge from great heights, some thin and silver, others powerful and thundering after heavy rain. Clouds cling to the mountain shoulders, rising and falling as though breathing with the land. Seals rest on rocky outcrops, and dolphins slip through the dark water with quiet grace. It is a place of stillness wrapped in movement, a meeting of sea, stone, and sky. Angel Falls, water falling from the sky. From the heights of Aoyan Tepui, Angel Falls descends in a single extraordinary drop. The waterfall falls so far that wind carries its water into drifting mist long before it reaches the pool below. The cliff face glows with soft red tones in the morning light, and clouds gather around its summit like a crown of vapor. The forest below breathes with life, rivers, orchids, and the calls of birds echoing through dense green. This is the highest waterfall on earth, a wonder that feels as though the sky itself has opened. The Northern Lights, the sky's silent dance. In the far north, where winter nights stretch long and quiet, the sky opens into a canvas of moving light. The Northern Lights rise without warning, a soft green glow at first, a pale shimmer along the horizon. Then the color lifts, stretching upward in wide, flowing bands that ripple like silk in an unseen wind. Green melts into violet, violet deepens into rare streaks of crimson, and the sky becomes a living river of shifting light. Mountains stand silent beneath it all. Snowfields glow with borrowed color, each peak holding stillness as the aurora drifts overhead like a dream made of breath and fire. No sound accompanies the display, just cold air, quiet land, and the gentle movement of light traveling across the dark. Iguazu Falls, 1,000 cascades. Where the Iguazu River reaches its edge, the world opens into one of its greatest wonders. Hundreds of waterfalls, wide, narrow, towering, delicate, line a vast horseshoe-shaped gorge. Mist rises in thick clouds, turning sunlight into countless rainbows that hang suspended above the water. Some cascades drop in smooth curtains, others burst forth in wild, powerful jets, and together they create a sound so deep it feels woven into the earth itself. Above the gorge, lush forest thrives. Butterflies drift across the mist, their wings catching droplets of light. Birds glide between the cliffs, circling in warm air that rises from the thunder below. A wonder shaped not by a single fall, but by the chorus of hundreds speaking at once. Yosemite Valley, stone water, and ancient quiet. Granite walls rise thousands of feet into open sky. El Capitan stands like a monolith of time, its sheer face catching first light in soft golden tones. Waterfalls plunge from high ledges, Yosemite Falls dropping with power. Bridal Veil Fall, drifting gracefully through drifting mist. The valley floor stretches below, lined with tall pines, quiet meadows, and streams that move over smooth stone in tranquil patterns. Light changes here in long, calm sweeps. Morning feels cool and silver, midday bright and clear, and evening folds gently into blue shadow, a place where stone, water, and silence speak the same ancient language. Jeta Grotto, a hidden cathedral of stone. Beneath the hills of Lebanon lies a world carved in patient darkness. Jeta Grotto unfolds through vast chambers filled with stalactites and stalagmites, delicate formations shaped drop by drop over millions of years. Soft lights reveal stone curtains, columns, and towering shapes that resemble frozen waterfalls paused in mid-descent. In the lower grotto, a still river flows through hushed caverns, its surface reflecting ceilings that seem carved from quiet twilight. The sound is gentle, the drip of water, the movement of oars, and the calm pulse of earth breathing beneath stone. Komodo Islands, Land of Dragons. Across the islands of Indonesia lies a land of rugged hills, golden savanna grass, and quiet ancient forests. Here, the Komodo dragon roams, a powerful lizard moving with slow certainty across sun-warmed earth. Turquoise waters surround the coastline, each bay glowing with clear gradients of blue and green. Steep volcanic hills rise suddenly from the sea, their slopes covered with tough, wind-shaped trees. Pink beach curves along the shore, its sand tinted by crushed coral that glows softly in the warm island light. A landscape shaped by volcano, tide, and the steady breath of the tropics. Swiss Alps, peaks rising into clear sky. Snowy summits pierce the bright blue sky with crisp, clean lines. The Swiss Alps stretch across the horizon in jagged beauty, mountains layered upon mountains, ridges glowing with sunlight and valleys deep with shadow. Glacial lakes rest below, their waters pure blue, clear enough to reflect every peak with mirrored precision. Alpine meadows open between the mountains, fields filled with wildflowers, soft breezes, and the faint sound of distant cowbells echoing through the quiet. Cable cars rise along steep slopes, carrying travelers into the crisp air, where clouds drift like gentle sails between towering peaks, a wonder shaped by height, clarity, and the quiet strength of stone. Seychelles, islands of light and emerald water. Granite boulders rise from soft white sand like sculptures carved by centuries of waves. The Seychelles rest in a ring of emerald and turquoise water, each island a lush world of palm trees, curved coves, and bright coral reefs that shimmer beneath clear waves. Turtles glide through shallow bays, fish weave in brilliant patterns around coral towers, and warm breezes move gently through the green canopy above. The beaches glow with soft sunrise light, and the sea remains calm, as though holding the reflection of a peaceful sky. Cappadocia, stone valleys beneath floating skies. Soft volcanic rock has been carved by wind into valleys of towering shapes. Fairy chimneys, arches, and cliffs that glow with pale pink light at dawn. Cappadocia stretches outward in rolling waves of stone, its landscape dreamlike in quiet, sculpted forms. As the morning rises, hot air balloons lift into the sky by the dozens, bright colors drifting above valleys carved by nature's slow hands. From above, the world appears painted in soft tones: beige stone, pink ridges, green vineyards, and gentle shadows cast long across the land, a place where morning begins with silence, flight, and the still beauty of ancient earth. Wadi Rum, the desert of echoing stone. Across the red sands of Wadi Rum, stone monoliths rise from the desert floor like ancient guardians. Their surfaces glow deep orange at sunrise, shifting to rose and gold as the sun climbs. Wind shapes patterns along the dunes, fine lines drawn with delicate precision across the soft earth. Canyons cut quietly through the landscape, their walls carved smooth by centuries of sand and wind. At dusk, the desert cools, and stars bloom across the sky in brilliant clusters. The stillness here is vast, a quiet that feels endless, carried in the warm breath of the desert night. Redwood National Park, giants of the forest. In the quiet forests of Northern California, trees rise so high their crowns disappear into drifting mist. Redwoods stretch upward for over 100 meters, their trunks broad and ancient, their bark deep red and soft with age. Light filters through the canopy in slender beams that illuminate ferns and moss-covered logs on the forest floor. A gentle hush fills the air, the kind only found in places untouched for centuries. Walking among these giants feels like moving through a living cathedral of wood and light, a reminder of nature's longevity and quiet power. Dolomites, limestone peaks painted by light. The Dolomites rise sharply from green alpine meadows, their pale limestone cliffs glowing pink and orange when the sun sets. Towers and spires stand in dramatic shapes, casting long shadows over valleys filled with small mountain lakes. In early morning, mist gathers in the lowlands, while the peaks catch the first light in bright, luminous color, a phenomenon called enrosadera, when the mountains blush with soft rose light, a landscape sculpted by glaciers, time, and the silent strength of stone. Bora Bora, a lagoon of turquoise light. A volcanic peak rises from the center of a glowing turquoise lagoon. Bora Bora's waters shift through shades of blue, cyan, emerald, sapphire, each one brighter than the last. Small islands ring the lagoon, covered in tall palms and soft white sand. Coral gardens flourish beneath the surface, where rays glide gracefully over bright patterns of reef. Beyond the lagoon, the open ocean stretches endlessly, a deep blue horizon meeting soft sky in a calm and perfect line, a place where water holds light as though it were part of the sea itself. Yakushima, island of rain and ancient cedars. On this small island, centuries-old cedar trees grow in deep, moss-covered forests that receive constant rainfall. Trunks twist into wide, ancient shapes, some older than 1,000 years, their roots spreading like networks of living history across the damp earth. Mist drifts through the foliage in soft waves, and small rivers flow over granite stones that shine beneath the clear water. This forest feels alive, breathing, growing, and carrying memories from far beyond the age of people. Cinque-Terre, villages holding to cliff and sea. Along the Ligurian coast, 5 small villages cling to steep cliffs overlooking the Mediterranean Sea. Colorful homes line narrow terraces cut into the rock, their walls bathed in warm coastal light. Below, waves crash softly against stone coves, sending foam into bright afternoon sun. Vineyards wrap the hillside, and trails wind through terraces overlooking the sea, each turn offering a view that feels like a painted dream of color and calm. Mount Roraima, a tabletop lost in the clouds. Mount Roraima rises straight upward in sheer cliffs that stretch more than 400 meters high. Its summit is perfectly flat, shrouded in mist, and often hidden within drifting clouds. At the top, strange rock formations stand in clusters, weathered into shapes that look ancient and otherworldly. Small pools reflect the sky, and unique plants grow from cracks in the dark stone. The mountain feels like a place separated from the world below, a quiet plateau suspended between earth and sky. Aokigahara, forest of quiet green. At the base of Mount Fuji lies a dense forest grown over ancient lava flow. Sunlight filters in patches through thick branches, and moss covers rocks in soft, deep green. Paths wind gently under trees that sway in calm mountain wind. The forest holds a soft quiet, not silence, but a stillness shaped by nature alone. Caves open in the ground where lava once moved, their interiors cool and softly lit by narrow beams of sun finding their way inside. A landscape held in gentle shadow and green calm. Amazon rainforest, the living breath of earth. A world of endless green stretches outward, its canopy rising and falling like the gentle motion of a vast, breathing creature. Mist gathers above treetops at dawn, and sunlight pours through in long golden shafts that illuminate the forest floor in shifting patches of warm glow. Rivers carve paths through dense vegetation, carrying the quiet pulse of water across thousands of miles. Every sound, a leaf falling, an insect moving, a bird calling, becomes part of a living symphony woven into the air. Perito Moreno Glacier, the slow movement of ice. An immense wall of blue ice stands at the edge of Patagonia, its surface shimmering with layers that hold the memory of centuries. Cracks echo across the glacier, deep, resonant notes that travel through cold air like the voice of something ancient. Ice breaks free in great slabs, falling into the water below with thunderous splash, sending ripples outward through still, silver-blue channels. A wonder sculpted not by hands, but by the slow precision of nature's cold craftsmanship. Cliffs of mohair, stone against the sea. Sheer cliffs rise from the wild Atlantic coast, their dark stone faces towering above waves that crash in long, rhythmic surges. Seabirds circle the air above, their silhouettes drifting along the updrafts rising from the cliff walls. Wind moves endlessly across the grassy tops, carrying scents of salt and open ocean, a landscape shaped by storm, tide, and time. Hawaii, islands, born of fire and sea. Volcanic slopes descend into warm Pacific waters that shift from turquoise to deep sapphire blue. Waterfalls plunge through rainforest valleys, their white threads glowing against the lush green cliffsides. Lava fields, black and silent, meet bright beaches where gentle waves roll in with quiet rhythm, a place where land continues to grow, slowly and steadily, from the breath of the earth below. The Danube Delta, rivers dividing into life. Where the Danube reaches the sea, its waters separate into countless channels and lakes. Reeds sway in long, soft waves, and the air fills with the quiet flutter of waterbirds rising from the marsh. Boats drift between narrow waterways lined with willows, their reflections stretching in calm, rippling patterns, a landscape shaped by water's gentle patience. Rainbow mountains, layers of painted stone. High in the Andes, a mountain ridge glows with colors shaped by minerals deep below. Red, gold, green, and lavender form soft bands across the slopes, turning the landscape into a quiet palette of earth-born color. The air is thin, the wind cool and steady, and light drifts across the ridges in calm, sweeping waves. A place where stone holds a painter's touch. The Norwegian fjords, mountains cradling the sea. Steep, towering cliffs rise from blue-green water, their surfaces carved smooth by ancient glaciers. Waterfalls tumble from great heights in white ribbons that catch the soft northern light. Villages sit quietly at the water's edge, reflected in the still, deep fjords that hold the calm of the northern world. Most beautiful style light changes, land shifts, water moves, but the wonder remains. Across forests, glaciers, oceans, and sky, the earth carries quiet beauty in every curve, every breath, every horizon. For more softly narrated journeys through the gentle wonders of the natural world, subscribe to Most Beautiful, where calm travels farther and the world becomes a place of endless, peaceful discovery.